So for everyone who asked me to make a makeup video, here it is. So my hair is wet. I just washed it. I'm going to put some of my chia oil in here. I usually do about 1 to 1.5 pumps. I go ahead and put that through my ends like so. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's evenly dispersed and brush it out. I used my purple shampoo that day, and you can see like towards my ears, like by the temples, there's a little purple spotting, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that up with a clip and my cute little headband. I got this from Forever 21. I thought it was so cute. So I ran out of primer, and since it's the apocalypse, I can't go to Ulta and buy more. So I'm just going to use my moisturizer and hope for the best. And I'm going to put my Morphe setting spray over top of that. I don't know if that's going to help, but... And my hair fell on my clip, so gotta fix that. So I'm going to start off using my Wet n Wild stick foundation. This is in the shade Soft Ivory. My cheeks get really red, especially this time of year, so I just put a little bit of that on there. And my Bare Minerals liquid foundation, I think this is in the shade Satin. I put that over my whole face using a beauty blender and just blend out what I put on my cheeks with that. Blend that neck, girlfriend, blend that neck. Then I just take like a little stippling brush and get around my nose and the corners of my eyes because I use such a large beauty blender that it's hard to get in those areas. I'm going to set it with my Morphe setting spray again, and then I'm going to go right in with my concealer. I use Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Fair. This is the lightest, if not the second lightest shade that they have. So I do the 2 triangles underneath my eyes, the Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, my nose, and 2 or 3 lines on my forehead. And then I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I think these only come in 1 shade. I only contour my cheeks. I don't do my forehead or my jaw, and I don't like using beauty blenders to blend out my cream contour, so I just use that stippling brush just to kind of blend it out quickly without it looking stupid. Now I'm going to bake. Yeah, I know it looks like a lot, and you know what? It is a lot. I go ahead and put a ton of that underneath my eyes. And then I cut under where I did my contour, starting at my ears to the corners of my mouth. And then once I'm done with that, I'll put a little bit under my chin. While that's baking, I'm going to do my brows. I don't do a lot with my eyebrows because my eyebrows are very thick. I just kind of fill in any areas that need to be filled in, and then I go ahead and add a little bit of shape. My eyebrows need to be waxed really badly, but since most places are closed right now, there's really nothing I can do, so they're probably going to look a little wild. And I went a little crazy plucking that eyebrow, so that's me getting frustrated with myself for doing that. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I use my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Ring the Alarm palette. That is a Morphe 158 brush. I'm going to tap in with that orange shade, pop that right on my crease, and just kind of gently blend that out. The name of that shade, I believe, is, let me look. That's the shade Rush. And then I'm going to blend that out. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush and go in with the shade Mugshot. Pop that directly underneath that Rush color. Add a little bit of depth. And then take that Morphe M518 brush and buff it out again. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Framed and pack that on my outer corner to kind of create like a little V. Go back in with that Morphe M518 and blend that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and wipe off that powder that I have on my face once my brows and my eyeshadow is done. Get rid of all of that. Here's me, not wild about the eyeshadow at all, but we move forward. I'm going to take any excess powder that I have on that palette and just go ahead and put that all over my face to, I don't know, I think it helps with creasing and whatnot. So I'm going to go in my Morphe contour palette. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade and just do a really, really, really light dusting all over my entire face to make sure that I don't look pasty, which I don't think anything will help with that because I am very white, clearly. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to use those two shades that I'm pointing at. They're the two middle shades. I believe the shade name is Donut and Blogger, maybe. And then I go under my cheeks again, go over that with some blush. This is my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Bang Bang. I'm going to set that and do my eyeliner off camera because, girl, you don't want to see that, I promise you. It's never a pretty sight. I'm going to go back in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and in the darkest shade, it's called Secret. I'm going to go in with a really small brush and just kind of pack that on underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to go in with a somewhat larger brush and smoke that out a little bit. I don't like to go too crazy under my eyes because, yeah, it'll just look crazy. I did my mascara off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and put some lipstick on. This is my NYX lipstick. I love this shade. It's been my go-to for like a month now, maybe even longer. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little spray and then go blow dry my hair. Clearly, this is why I flat iron my hair. It's a little crazy. So before I blow dry my hair, I put a little bit of my Kenra blow dry spray in there. It's a heat protectant, and it also helps cut down on your blow dry time if your hair takes forever to dry like mine. It protects up to 420 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe, and my flat iron is at 410 most of the time, which sounds like a lot, and it is, but whatever. I like to put heat on my head. By the way, the flat iron that I have is a Babyliss Nano Titanium Pro flat iron. It's amazing. It's the only one that I will use because it really is the only one that keeps my hair straight. Definitely worth the investment. So now, once I find my part, this is when I start to get frustrated. It never wants to lay the way I want it to, ever. I have a really bad colic on this side of my head, as you can see right there where my bangs are. It doesn't matter how many times I flat iron it, it will never stay straight, so I just kind of tuck it behind my ear and flat iron that little baby hair right there. Go to the other side, which was giving me a lot of grief that day. That's me getting frustrated. And then contemplating shaving my head and just getting a wig. Just kidding. Maybe. So I just kind of finished it off, and I'm just going to let it go. It's never going to be perfect, and I'm just going to drive myself crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.